can't believe I actually graduated. I thought Jesus would come before I ever graduated, honestly. But so really, today, this morning I woke up, I wasn't really excited. I wasn't excited until Kaylin got here. She's like, "You're graduating!" I'm like, "I am. Oh my goodness, I really am." But today marks a great bittersweet milestone for all of us. We're experiencing an end and the beginning to our lives. And I remember when I first moved here, and I was so excited because I was around all my family and my friends. And I remember going to school like the first week or two, and no one knew that I was a cousin to Joseph or that I was really a niece to Aunt Tammy, except for a few. So all these girls would come up to me and like, "Do you like Joseph? Are you guys going out or something?" I'm like, "What? Oh my goodness, come on, guys." We had so many good times. I remember whenever it was storming, and it was wintertime, it was starting to sleet on the ground. Aunt Tammy said, "We can't leave until your parents call." Well, me and Joseph, we didn't have driver's license yet, so we went on break time. We went and snuck our phones off the little table there, went to the bathroom and turned on the toilets and turned on the water and everything. We're calling, "Dad, come on, we need to pick us up. We need to go home and sleep," and all this stuff. And then we kind of snuck him back in, and I'm like, "Don't tell Aunt Tammy at all." And here, Dad calls about 5 minutes later, and so Aunt Tammy's like, "Courtney, you're going home." I'm like, "Oh yeah." And one day, I'll forget this, Joseph Driscoll. One time we were passing notes. You're not supposed to do that. Allison, don't pass notes. That's against the rule. So, but we were passing notes, and Sister Anna's going to walk by. So I'm just sitting here working. All of a sudden, this huge paper comes sliding across my office, and she's right here. So I had to go like this, leaning against the thing, just, "Oh, no, I'm just here for no reason." And I look at his plate. There's nothing on it. He just did it to get me in trouble. And she almost saw it. I was like, "Are you serious?" And I still remember that. And I remember us girls, me and Autumn, and when Martika was still there, we would go on our walks to the Civic Center. And we were, we were walking good. I mean, we were getting going. And these mothers with little cars would just come past us, would come right by. So here we are trying to keep up with these mothers, and we're like, "Wow, this is not working." Me and Martika just gave up. And then last year, me and Melissa will never forget us doing our PE. Mom putting us as slaves in there, doing all kinds of PE stuff. And Allison said, "We hear, 'Come on, you can do it, you can do it. 5 more, you can do it.'" We had some really good times. And I'll never forget Reagan stealing my flag every single time. And I'd sit here for 30 minutes. I'm like, "Sister Anna is really taking forever to get my flag. And it's gone. I was like, "Where's my flag at?" And Reagan stole it. So he would put his flag up, and he'd steal mine, and I'd steal his. Melissa put hers up, so I'd steal hers. And then she stole mine. Melissa at the very end, she had nobody, still rushing. She was all without a flag. And I remember Kaylin. I'm so glad you're here, Kaylin, by the way, but when we were growing up, we were never allowed to say "shut up." That wasn't a nice word. And so, one time Kaylin was at our house with Grandma's house, and all the grandkids were there. We were playing Barbies underneath the kitchen table, and she stole my Barbie. So I was getting mad. I was like, "Oh, shut up!" And all of a sudden, I felt my ear getting pulled, and I went to the bathroom and got my mouth washed out with soap, and it wasn't any soap, Irish spring soap. Okay, the nasty soap. And I was like, "Kaylin, you didn't even get in trouble, and you stole my Barbie." But all these memories I will always hold dear in my heart. And I'm so thankful I had the privilege of attending Crossroads for the 4 years. And I knew I was going to cry, but it's, when I moved from Kansas City, I didn't have a lot of friends. And then I get here, and I'm surrounded by Melissa and Amelia, and Allison and Sarah and Adria, and it was a blessing to me. And to be around my great cousins, Caleb and Joseph, like my 2 big brothers. And I'm so thankful I had that opportunity. And while we must continue on, we be grateful to have been blessed with people in our lives that have guided us to where we are today. And I thank you, Aunt Sammy, for everything you did for me and being the best aunt there was, especially when it came to trigonometry and geometry. She was always there helping us, and I'm so thankful for that. And she was always there pushing me to be better and always encouraging me that I could do better. And to Sister Anna for putting up with me for all the stuff that I pulled on you and all the pranks and the tricks that I played on you, always was there for me, encouraged me to always be the best Christian I could. And Sister Dahlia, you were a great help in the yearbook, and so we had so much fun. We couldn't wait to go yearbook selling because we get out of school and she'd always treat us to a drink from Sonic or somewhere and take us out, took us out to eat one time. We always couldn't wait. We're like, yes, go, we're going to Sister Dahlia. And thank you so much for all the great blessing words to me and encouraging me. And to my grandparents that's here, all the way from Canada. And I'm so glad you got to come and share with me this time. And you've always been there for me, Grandma. And you've always helped me through my hard times. And to my Grandma and Grandpa. And Grandpa's prayers are always there, supporting me. And we'd always tease how Grandpa's prayers are long. But he's the best prayer if you're ever be around. And to Grandma for making the best biscuits and gravy in this whole wide world. And Grandma was always there, and I remember several weeks ago she came up and prayed with me. And I remember she told me, she said, Courtney, I love you so much. And she said, I just pray that God will use you. And that meant a lot to me, to have your grandma there praying with you. And to my parents, it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. To my parents, you have always been there for me, and you've been my best friends. And I'm always so thankful for the opportunities you gave me in my life. And thankful, it is hard sometimes being in the ministry, but it is the best experience you'll ever have. And Mom and Dad, they were always there. They always sacrificed for me. And even coming here to West Plains, there was a big sacrifice for them, but I'm so thankful for you being there. And when I'd come in the midnight hour, I'd come in your bedroom and I'd roll in bed and cry because I didn't know what my future held. And I didn't know if I was making the right choices. If Dad would be there and he'd say, Courtney, it's going to be okay. God's going to use you. God's going to help you. And I'm so thankful for you being there for me and helping me find my diffuser this morning. I was in a panic mode. I couldn't find my diffuser, and Dad said, Courtney, it's going to be okay. Just breathe in, breathe out. It's going to be okay. And when we found it, I was like, we found it, everybody. Everything's good. But thank you so much for being there for me and pushing me through this last senior year. It was hard. And Dad, you always kept encouraging me that you're going to get it, Courtney. You're going to make it. And I thank you to Mom for always helping me with all my choices in life. You were always support and helping me to encourage me to write songs. And you were always there. And when I had a song, you would say, well, this sounds good, and you just play it up and we take off. And there it was. But I thank you so much for that. But the next chapter is laid before us, waiting to be written, filled with adventure, love, happiness, laughs, and unforgettable memories. A chapter based on following God's amazing plan for us. Ahead lays a horizon filled with amazing adventures and exciting challenges. And with one adventure and challenge, God is holding our hand. Our class motto for this year was making a difference. And now I believe that God has a plan for each and every one of us to make a difference as we step forward into this new beginning. No matter where we may go and what path we may take, I pray that God He'll always be there for us and that we will leave a trail that always links to Jesus. And to all my wonderful friends and family that was here, I thank you all my cousins that came to so much for always supporting me. And to all my wonderful friends, I will never forget you guys at CCA and all the times that we had, and all the laughs that we shared. And may we leave this day determined in our hearts to make a difference, to make a change in our lives and to the lives of others. And before I sit down, I wanted to give a special thank you to Aunt Tammy and Sister Anna. And when Kaylin gets back, I have something to give to you. But also thank you to Brother and Sister Hyde for letting us use the facility here today. And you guys have been the best pastors I've ever had. And always there for me and preaching the right messages. And I come to church, I'm like, are you serious? You have to preach that, you know? But Sister Hyde always being there for me and just being a great role model to me. And I thank you so much.
Successfully completed. I would like to present to you the senior class of 2012. Would you please stand? Courtney Ann Johnston. Melissa Jean Callahan. Amelia Rose Ralph.